Silver Beach Resort, 7 miles from the nearest town, Angusville, Manitoba. The freshwater lake located south of Riding Mountain National Park, an annual meeting spot for many Manitoban families. But while it may seem like a happy place to visit, there's one thing that the residents keep weary of.
If you look just over there, hangs out there all day long.
Since 1920, many sightings and accounts have been made of the strange creature known locally as the Marais Marcheur. On July 20th, 1921, the cabin was found on the north side of the beach. It was said to be from before 1890, well before Silver Beach was discovered by the people of Angusville, though the area was deemed off-limits to the public soon after by park officials before a proper analysis could be done. However, a book was discovered in the cabin by a group from Russell, Manitoba, which was brought back in order for research, finding it to be a journal written in French. The theory being that either Métis tribe or family from St. Lazare, Manitoba, attempted to settle the area before being driven out by an unknown force. The journal is now kept at the Civic Center in Russell, where me and my associates asked to inspect and read its documents, which we were denied. We instead asked the people of Russell what they knew, and we were able to gain a clearer picture to the passages of the journal. The journal documented approximately 10 months spent in the cabin, before ending abruptly around August 1887. The entries speak of many incidents involving the Marais Marcheur, which according to interpreters translates to swamp walkers. Many different witnessings and interpretations have been recorded by the many families inhabiting Silver Beach, such as the MacIsaacs.
So one night, we're sitting around the bonfire. There were about 10 of us. It was pretty late at night, I'd say 1 in the morning, and all of a sudden we could hear something in the water. We thought at first that it was kind of a fish jumping, when all of a sudden this big hairy beast thing came up, peeked over that tree right there, and then just disappeared again. We had no idea what it was, and we never saw it again.
Do you know what it looked like?
Hairy, big and hairy, and it smelled horrible. We could smell it from way over here, about 10 feet away. It was disgusting.
Strangely, most if not all sightings involve the area near the MacIsaac cabin, Dead Dog Beach.
Dusk time, you'll find it by the Dead Dog Beach.
He was big, and she was scary. And I was fishing out by MacIsaac cabin. I don't know if I threw my rod in the lake, and I said, "I'm the hell with this. I'm out of here because I'm not going back there," and I haven't been back there since.
Dead Dog Beach is an area located right next to the MacIsaac cabin. Notorious for being a host of multiple animal carcasses, primarily canine, it is said to be the feeding grounds for the beast, arriving at dusk to devour the remains of deceased creatures. Because of this, it is common enough to spot it in the bush while fishing just before the sun sets. Of all the sightings known, none are as strange or credible as Don Whitman's.
The first time I was here was in 1970. And this beast come out of the water, and it had hair and seaweed kind of kelp stuff on him all over the place. I couldn't believe it at the time. He had like 2 toes on the feet, and it kind of looked like he was kicking, and he was just ugly and scary. And every time in the time I saw him, I got this massive nosebleed, and then poof, he disappeared. The next time I saw him must have been the year following that. It was over in the main beach. And he didn't have the kelp on him, but he still had all these hairy things, and he had red eyes.
The following footage was taken in 1970 in the area known as Main Beach. Though more credible than other sightings, the legitimacy is highly questioned by locals, as Main Beach is often active, and the likelihood of the creature coming to the area is doubtful, though this questions why it could come to an area like Dead Dog Beach if it fears humans. It was here that my team eventually came to a conclusion. After having a sketch artist draw the monsters based on the interviews done, we realized that all the creatures looked similar, and the evidence given was lackluster at best, giving those sightings more legitimacy than the last. But even though they may not have any evidence to prove them right, we have no evidence to prove them wrong. The true evidence is hidden from the public, unreachable because of parkland. So the sightings could be all completely true, or completely false, and we will never truly know.